That was day 1 of my challenge. A pretty bad start, but if I start in a bad place, I have just that much more room for improvement. But unfortunately, the improvement didn't really show during the first week. But after some routine movement-specific training, I started to get the hang of it. I worked on ankle mobility by doing cars, which involve moving a joint slow and controlled through its full range of motion, and liftoffs, which train our muscles at their end range of motion, increasing my body's ability to handle its own weight in a joint position I'm trying to become comfortable with. I also used both cars and liftoffs to work on my knee mobility, which is essential to safely doing reverse Nordics. See how much lower that is? As the challenge progressed and my knee mobility improved, I also started incorporating sissy squats, which activate similar muscles to the reverse Nordic. Both movements use body weight loads to go in and out of knee flexion. I made sure to go gradually and only in pain-free ranges of motion so I wouldn't get hurt. Then the improvements became even more noticeable. You can see how much easier it became for me to get significantly closer to the ground. As late in the challenge as day 27, I realized that I couldn't get any lower, and I wasn't sure what the problem was, but then I saw that my butt would get as low as possible to the ground, but my back for some reason had a stopping point where it couldn't get any lower. And that's when I realized that it must be because I have poor hip extension. See right here how my body stops moving as one and I start hinging from my upper back? Here it is again. I think it took me that long to notice because up until then, I was thinking that strength was my main barrier. For the last few days of the challenge, I made hip extension a priority. I did a lot of single leg kickbacks and glute bridges, which help with my hip extension, and then spinal segmentations and pelvic tilts to help with my alignment and stabilizing the hip and core region of my body. It's tough to improve a ton in 3 days, but I did notice some differences between day 27 and 30. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with my progress for the movement, and I'm gonna come back to it once I know I have better core strength and better hip extension. In case you wanna work on this yourself, I put some helpful links in the description below. Also, stay tuned for my next video where I go over my experience doing 30 days of Nordics. Stay flourishing!